Clint Eastwood. The untold story, before Hollywood, before Clint Eastwood, became one of Hollywood's most legendary actors and directors. His life looked nothing like a movie. Born in San Francisco in 1930, Eastwood wasn't exactly the model student. He was expelled from Piedmont High School, and after finishing his education, he worked a series of ordinary jobs, including logging, driving trucks, baling hay, and working around industrial furnaces. Hollywood was still nowhere in sight. Then came the U.S. Army. In 1950, Eastwood was drafted and eventually served as a swim instructor at Fort Ord in Northern California. But during his military service, he experienced something that sounds like a scene from one of his own movies. While aboard a Navy bomber, the aircraft ran out of fuel and crashed into the Pacific Ocean near Point Reyes. Eastwood survived the crash and made it to shore by swimming several miles. He had survived something that could have ended his life before his Hollywood career had even begun. But getting into Hollywood wasn't easy either. After signing with Universal, Eastwood was reportedly criticized for his appearance and slow speaking style. His contract eventually ended, leaving him struggling to make a living. He dug swimming pools. He drove a garbage truck. He took whatever work he could find. Then everything began to change. His breakthrough came with the Western television series Rawhide, followed by his iconic role as the man with no name in Sergio Leone's Dollar Trilogy. Suddenly, the man Hollywood had once overlooked had become a global star, but acting wasn't his only talent. Eastwood has a deep connection to jazz and is an accomplished pianist. He also became a composer, writing music for several of his films, including Mystic River and $1 Million Baby. And then there's one fascinating chapter many fans don't know. Eastwood has said he was approached about playing James Bond before George Lazenby took the role in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. He turned it down. Imagine that. The man who became one of America's most recognizable Western stars could have taken a completely different path and become James Bond. Instead, Clint Eastwood built something else, a career that lasted for decades. Actor, director, composer, Hollywood legend. And perhaps the most remarkable part of his story is that before he became the man everyone knew, he was simply a young man taking whatever job he could get and refusing to give up. Sometimes the biggest Hollywood stories don't begin with fame. They begin with failure, hard work, and one more chance.